Well, he isn't even old enough to vote, but our next guest is making history by launching a run for Vermont governor at just 14 years old.
Dean Roy says that he wants to see real change for his generation, and he joins us now to explain how he's going to make it happen. Good morning, Dean. Thank you for joining us. Talk to us about your platform that you're running on.
Yeah, so the platform that I'm running on mainly is focusing on housing, energy, healthcare, and education. For housing, it's mainly revolving around deregulating in regards to Act 250 and increasing taxes on short-term rentals, which are a very prominent problem in Vermont. For energy, it's nuclear power. If we were to reopen a nuclear power plant, we would secure energy independence. And for education and healthcare, it's auditing those systems, which are very inefficient in Vermont, and making sure that we get them to be efficient once again, and make sure that they're at the standard where Vermonters can both afford them and can lower their tax bill.
Well, you're way smarter than a lot of adults who have made it into politics, so we appreciate that. What is it, but you're 14 years old. What inspired you to get into politics?
Really, it was one event. I was a page during 8th grade, and that was essentially an intern that worked at the local state capitol. And there I saw how our politicians were leading, and that really got me inspired to then attempt to become involved in Vermont's politics. I met with a lot of very influential people, and I learned that they're the people who I want to look up to, and they're the people who I want to interact with in my future. And so then I want to eventually get involved in the political world and hopefully try to make some change in Vermont.
So, Dean, do you have a running mate?
Yes, I do. It's one of my friends, Charlie Bass, who's also 14.
Charlie Bass.
Nice.
So are you getting a lot of campaign donations from your friends?
No, not getting a lot of campaign donations yet, but I have gotten one from my friend's mom for $20. That's it so far.
What was there one issue that made her want to donate to your campaign in particular?
I don't know exactly. That was pretty early on. I think she more so donated just because Charlie, who was her son, was also running alongside me.
Dean, we applaud your endeavor and especially the earnestness of this goal. What would you respond to the criticism that on platforms where we say that 14-year-olds are not old enough to, for example, make gender decisions or certain decisions of responsibility? We don't trust under 21 with alcohol or to serve this country yet, to even drive. How do you respond to that argument that you are mature and experienced enough to hold a governor position?
Yeah, so I totally understand people who would argue that I'm not mature enough to run for governor. I'm 14, and I completely understand why you wouldn't want to vote for a 14-year-old. But I think what's important is to look past my life experience and instead look at my actual capabilities and the actual platform that I have. If you agree with my platform and you think I'm actually able to lead our state, that should be enough right there to then go ahead and vote for me. I don't think anything else should be required to then vote for a candidate. I think that really what's very important for a political candidate is their actual views and their actual goals for our state, and not how old they are.
So we were just putting your campaign platform up there, and you are clearly an intelligent young man. But I got to ask, lastly, Dean, before we run out of time, do you have a campaign slogan?
Not yet, but if you ever come up with one, shoot me an email.
All right.
We'll be working on it. I'm sure we'll get a lot of recommendations from viewers.
And we wish you the best, Dean.
Dean Roy,
we wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.